Okay, here's the box it came in. It had a couple little marks on the top of the box. Other than that, the box is in really, really good shape. We'll go ahead and get something here and open this up. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got the box cut open. Let's see what we got in here. Well, let's see. This is the, I guess you want to call this the tray. So you can got a cup holder on it. I mean, I'm for sure that's probably for beer, huh? Nah, just maybe coffee cup or something. They packed it pretty decent. Get the knife here. Cut this off. Got a bar. Not bad. There's your side discharge. This would be, actually this would be the thing for your mulching. That's what this is, the plastic shield for the side of it that mulches. Because it's just the Ninja model is what it is. And it's the commercial one, like I said, with the engine on it. Pull this stuff down the road. You can see it's well packed. These are pretty nice, pretty decent. Let me get inside there and show you. See, they packed that up pretty nice in there. So they're really nice mowers, I think they are, but they're a little pricey. But for what wear you get out of these things, how many years you end up having, I think they're well worth it. Okay, let me see if I can pull this camera back a little bit, and let's see if we can't get some of this thing out of here. They give you, of course, your booklet, some bolts and stuff. We're hoping that comes with it. I'm for sure it did come with motor oil. I don't even think they could ship it with motor oil in it. I could take a look, but I doubt, because if it was tipped upside down, it would probably come back out one of the valves. Okay, let's play this off to the side, and let's see what we can do with this box. So maybe we don't have to pick this thing up or tilt it over somewhere over here. Let me go ahead and get this knife. Not a very sharp knife, but we're going to make this. Probably better if I just give you something to lay down, huh? Maybe one day I'll put a new blade in it. Probably could just switch it over, see. That's so tough right now. Set the sides. Yep, there you go. Makes it a lot easier. A lot easier. Okay, there you go. This is the sniper now. This one here, like I said, it's a commercial. So there's a few different things on this deck. Now I noticed the older snapper that I had, there was a, let me see if I can turn around. The deck was actually, this deck here is welded here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, let me show you. But the older decks, the one I had before, this part right in here was bolted on. Okay, now they're welded on, because you would, you know, if you would beat this front piece up, you can interchange that, you know, and put it all new on if anything would break on it. So now they've just took them, welded them. So I mean, that's one downfall, one disagreement I think Snapper did, and I kind of wish they would just left it alone. Okay, now this mower comes with these are all metal with ball bearings in them, and then you can see the back is the same way. So you're going to get a lot of use out of these. They're not plastic. That's one thing nice about it. And they also, like I said, they have bearings in them, so they're going to last. Now you can interchange them bearings inside if these happen to wear out, or you can just buy a whole tire. It's really nice. Okay, let me go ahead and just see if I can pull this plastic off of here. Show you the engine right there. It's a 8.50 professional. Now it actually, like I said, it has a cast iron sleeve inside the engine, so you're going to be able to get a lot more wear out of it. So as long as you take care of it, it's going to last forever. It's got a nice little shield on the exhaust that makes it nice. Here's your air filter up here on the top. Let's go ahead and take it off, and let's see what it looks like in there. Just pull it back. There you go. Nice little air filter. Kind of cool. Take this off. Okay, let's get back here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Nice little filter. Of course, it has the cloth over top of it, so you can take this off and clean it, and then you know, pick up a new filter. A lot of times I just take them and clean them out, but if you maintain them a good bit, I mean by keeping them clean, they'll last a long time. But you know, if you leave it in there, you're going to run a whole year out of it, or a whole season. You probably have to buy a new one the following year. It depends on how much you use it, you know. So okay, let's put this. All it does is kind of snap back down in there. There's little clips here on both sides. And then the top on it, I like the clips on them because it's not a complete full turn to get these to lock in. It actually tells you, I don't know if you can see it or not, it says unlock here. It's like a little lock there, and then there's a lock on this side, so you just take them and just turn them once. That's really nice. So it's quick. That was really quick to take this piece off of here. Okay, where's your gas tanks? Gas tanks here. Of course, it comes with a little attachment here to keep it from losing it. It's got a nice little seal on the back of it, so you know it's not going to splash out. Let's see. It's not a bad little tank. It looks pretty nice. So yeah, so let's see how the thing goes in. They have probably a little pressure there. Let's put this back on, and then nice little turn, back off, turn. Yeah, that's really nice. I like it. Okay, now let's get around this side over here, and then of course you can see the adjustments. You have adjustment up here. Should be a 7 adjustment. Let's see if we got them. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 height adjustments on all 4 tires, or wheel tires, what you want to call them. Come over here on this side here. The exhaust is really cool. It has a little, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. The exhaust is pretty cool. It's got a nice little shield here, so you can kind of protect it, you know, from things hitting it. That makes it really nice. That does. And okay, let's go over on this side over here. Sorry about that. Okay, here's where your oil will come into, right here. Okay, let's just pull it out. I'll be darned, they did put some oil on that thing. Well, it's probably just a packing oil in it, because there's nothing coming up on the dipstick, and it's been up there for a while. So it's probably what they actually, you know, kind of coated from the factory. A little bit of oil. They probably run it inside of it to keep it from rusting, because you know, there's metal parts in there. If you don't keep something in them, of course it's gonna rust by just sitting in a warehouse somewhere. So that's pretty nice. I like the yellow, because that kind of, you know, kind of tells you that you know, to identify it a lot quicker. than having it black. So the yellow, you can say, oh, okay, the oil's on that side. I can see the oil caps over here. So you're going to fill over here, and you're going to check the oil. Okay, then come around this side over here. Of course, it's pretty neat because you can see the little oil filter that they put on it. So it would have a pump inside of it in order to get that oil to come through this here. So, and then okay, we're gonna get ready to put this thing together. Of course, here's the package that comes with it. Some little bit of literature, and then of course it's gonna parts. These are parts. Now I do have a bagger for this one that came off my my other snapper that will fit on this. So this did not come with a bagger, but you can order it with a bagger. It's going to cost you more money. But I've already had that, so I got to save myself some money on that. Okay, and then your operator manual here tells you how to run the thing, which you know everybody should go through it and take a look at your first time. Some of the little pinpoint things you might need to know and how to well take care of it, because they're going to tell you everything. When they design these things in the factory and they put out these books, they actually put them out for a really good reason, because it helps you to maintain your machine so it will last longer and you'll get your full potential, the full potential out of your motor. Okay, since guys just don't look at directions for some odd reason, we're just going to take a guess how this thing goes together. Isn't that how we do it? I do believe that's how men do it. I don't think we like directions for some odd reason. Maybe because we don't like to read. That could be one. Maybe we feel we're more superior that we don't have to. That could be one too. If maybe we feel if we do read or something like that, we're going to maybe downgrade ourselves. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Or maybe we just like to kind of put things together, you know, kind of like, you know, for the heck of it or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we got a nice little washers, and of course, we always seem to have a few left over, and we just throw them off to the side and go, hey, we'll put it on something else. A little chilly out today. Yeah, a little chilly. Make your hands a little numb. Well, not numb, but you know, cold. Now, if I don't get this on there right, I know that's from not reading directions. See, we don't have to tighten them up. Now I noticed I didn't get it's just the self-compelled, the mulching part here. It didn't come with a chute, so I'm going to have to pull the one off the other mower I have, because I like it discharged off to the side, you know. But today we're going to go ahead and just put it together like that. Might use these, I would say, need wash. Those right here. Yeah, because to get the side chute, I have to go another place to pick it up. I don't have it with me. Plus, I'm going to end up starting it up anyways pretty soon. Nice piece of plastic. See if I can get that tighter. Okay, now we're going to need to put this up here. Make sure these are right on the front. There's 2 hands here, huh? Now these come with little knobs, so I guess you can, you know, take this off and store it. One. But they did give me little washers to put on those. Like a washer, I don't know. Doesn't even look like a washer. Like a little lock. A little lock washer or something there. Stick one on this side since it's there. Might as well use it if we got it. All this needs to be tightened up. We've got a few other screws. Of course, I like to put this top piece on. Down over here. I'm gonna make sure my cords are set right. Guys are screws. I have 4 of them. They're Allen wrenches. Well, that don't do me any good. I don't have that tool with me. Well, they didn't give me an Allen wrench tool either. So, okay, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go get a little. Well, that's a star wrench on there. I did get a little star wrench. Okay, did find a wrench down there, and of course this is going to be a little bit out of line. We can start here, because what I need to do is probably be easier after I get these 2 screws in. I'll show you here. There's like 4 of these go in there. And I think what they're doing, they're making their own threads. That don't look like there's threads in there. I don't want to tighten them up too tight. I'm going to break that plastic for sure. Which I don't think you would, but let's don't take that chance. And I'm going to loosen this up, because this needs to spread back a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and tighten it back up. It shouldn't hurt it. I need to loosen more now, huh? Get in there. There it goes. Tighten that all the way. Let's go ahead and get this one up here. There too. Yeah, like I said, there's no threads in that thing. I'm making them with this. Maybe it's just a type of metal, maybe soft. think that should do it. Tighten this back up. Now these are just hand tighten these screws on the ones on the side. Just tighten it up there, and then I'm gonna tighten. Let me move the camera back. I'll show you. I'm gonna tighten. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. Oh, slipped off of there. Somebody going up the road. I like to make sure these are pretty snug because it'll end up shaking them. Well, once you get them all tightened up, you know, I go back around and check the whole mower itself and make sure, you know, everything's tightened up, because it is going to shake, and there could be some bolts and nuts on the machine that when they put the certain parts in the factory that you know, it's not as tight. Maybe, you know, it's not like they're perfect when they make these things. Everybody, you know, might make a little bit of a mistake there, so it's kind of good to go ahead and check everything, you know. I like doing my first cut, and then after I do my first cut, I go back through, check everything. Mowers are getting a little more expensive than it was years ago. When I started mowing grass, it wasn't this expensive. My God, it's almost like buying a car. Very expensive. I'm just going to tighten up the side mulching chute. I don't call it that. It's called recycling, mulching, whatever. And then I'm going to turn it up on the side, and I'll show you the blade underneath of it. Why they call it the Ninja. Like that. Set there. Okay, let me see if I get this in there right. Okay, let me tip it up here. I don't like tipping on this side too much. I'll show you what this blade looks like underneath. That's why they call it the Ninja blade. It's like it's all twisted up. Well, it'd probably take a Ninja to twist it up like that. It's supposed to pick up the grass and recut it twice. That's what they're calling a Ninja blade. I don't know. I've never had one. The last one I had was called high back, and of course I have that blade that I could probably put on this. You can see underneath a little bit there. Okay, and right here, let's go over here on this side. I have, you know, I got the chute bolted on here now. That's for your not self-compelled. That's for your mulching. And then if you come back here on the snapper, they have some really nice supports here. There's two supports on the back of it. That's really nice because it keeps your these supports for your handles. The more support, you know, the better it is. There's a gearbox down here. You can see the gearbox. It has a plastic shield underneath of it, and of course there's a belt and a pulley here. And then this is a drive wheel. They call this a drive wheel, and you can replace this piece of rubber here if you wanted to, because they will wear it down because it runs off the top of this disc. So when the disc turns, this turns on top. Now, to get the gears, the speed out of it, this wheel would actually come across that disc. Something like an old record player. You know, you put your top needle down, and then once it starts playing, it comes in further and further. So that's basically what you do. So when this thing, this wheel gets closer to the center of that disc, then it's higher speed because it's smaller on the inside. See what I'm saying? Really neat little invention. Of course, Snappers held on to that for quite a few years with their design, and it's worked very, very well. I say it has. All I have to do is put a little bit of oil and stuff in it, put on this one piece of handle or a knob at the top, and then I can go ahead and start this thing up. So I'll probably go ahead and do that here on the next video when I get ready to run it. So I hope this helps somebody out about the Snappers. Like I said, this is a commercial now, so it's going to cost a little bit more. If you're interested in buying one, I really like the Snappers because I've had them before. My brothers had them, and they did really well for us. They do make a higher model than this. This has the Briggs and Stratton motor in. I think they made one. It might have been with a Robin engine, and that mower, it probably costs you, $300-400 more than this one here would, with the type of motor, because Robin's are really good engines. But the Briggs is not bad. They're starting to upgrade them a good bit because they want to bring them back out to compete with some of the other engines like your Kawasaki. Colin's a good, really good mower or engine. And then, of course, your Robin. There's Subaru. There's a lot of good brands out. So I would say since Briggs and Stratton started this with the cast iron sleeve, is they're trying to get up there and be more competitive with everybody else. So, okay, I hope this helps somebody out. And leave a comment down below and describe if you could. Sure appreciate it. Okay, thanks.